Hey, so what's going on, guys? My name is Pone, and we are playing a little bit of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Yeah, I know, it's a lot, it's a mouthful, yeah, I know. So we're playing a little bit of this. Hopefully you're enjoying some TCGRFS. Yeah, I'm gonna need to practice that a little bit. Write it down in notebooks like 40 times until I can do it. You know that teenage phase where, you know, you write your boyfriend's last name with your last name, like you're gonna get married eventually. And I pull out that double kill with the nade. It's kind of like a last-minute resort, which is something I see a lot. I haven't seen something like that since, like, Halo. The Halo days where, you know you're going to die and you just decide to throw a grenade anyways. It's something that is going to be seen a lot during this game, something I do a lot, mainly because I'm a woman. I've never understood the ability to do that. And I think they've done a lot of fixes to that kind of idea behind video games because a lot of games where you throw a grenade, it wouldn't go off after you die because of reasons for that. So I guess it's not too big a deal. I mean, if you do cook a frag grenade and you let go of that motherfucker, it is gonna blow up. So that's always a good thing. So, anyways, we're talking about the game right now. How great is this game? Sir Ponington dubs this game one of the best shooters of the year. And I'm not a third-person guy. I do not like third-person video games. I have kind of just steered clear of them because I just don't like the idea behind them. I mean, I haven't minded certain games like Gears of War and games along the lines of that for campaign or solo or, you know, story mode purposes. But for actual multiplayer, I have never, ever, ever enjoyed a third-person shooter. And this one, I thoroughly enjoy. This one is very, very, it's impressive to me. I mean, it takes a lot of skill. I love how you have to outthink the other team, and if you have a handful of people that know exactly what they're doing, and you could bring a squad in here and communicate, you automatically have the upper hand. I have never had to rely so much on teamwork in my life in a video game, and I made that transfer. You know, I played Call of Duty, which is basically a pick it up, kind of go in there, shoot, Rambo solo mode game. Then I transferred over to Battlefield, which is what I still do today, and Battlefield relies a little bit more on communication, teamwork, and making sure everything falls in order. It's more about winning rather than just being a beast player, and that's something I've been used to. Now, this entirely revolves around, you know, one good squad can carry an entire team, and there aren't too many people in the game, so you got to rely on your guys knowing what's going on, and if you have the ability to communicate with these guys, saying, hey, man, you're too close to the objective, fall back a little bit so I can spawn on you and give you extra support, extra suppression, you know what I mean? You could do that. Communication is very, very important in this game because, you know, I can't emphasize enough on how much teamwork is necessary for this game. I like the movement. I love the ideas behind this game. I love being able to rush from objective to objective. I love being able to have to control and roll off of objects, you know, to rush if need be. See, I'm looking, I'm poking around, I'm trying to see if anyone's going to do this. And that's great cover. I mean, it's not, and I think I've never liked the idea because it's not realistic. I'm laying down right here, you know what I mean? I'm out of cover, so I'm not going to see them. I would have no way, shape, or form the ability to see these guys if I'm hiding behind a wall. But that's part of what's going on. That's how you have to change your playstyle. You got to use the cover, and there's nothing wrong. You know, in most games, you head glitch or something, or you go behind armor, or hide behind something, and it's for like 2 seconds and you bail. This, on the other hand, you want to see all your options. You want to peek around each corner. You want to notice the tiny little footstep, a tiny little foot hanging out from something, or a little head poking out. And you got to notice details. So there's nothing wrong with in this game where you hug up against a wall or a table and you sit there for 10 or 15 seconds waiting to find out what's going on. And it's a much more tactical based game, and I like that, man. I freaking like that. And I just can't you know, emphasize enough on how impressive this game is to me. It does feel a little smoother after I played the beta for a little bit. And I like the customization. There are so many ways to customize your weapons, and I'm just now getting into this game. I'm learning what you could do. I'm learning the equipment that you can use, and I'm just trying to get the game used. So if some of you guys are veterans at this and you guys know exactly what's going on, and you're getting mad at me yelling at the screen, why aren't you doing, why aren't you? It's because I'm still learning. But either way, I'm thoroughly enjoying this game. It's definitely going to hold me over till come time October, November, when a lot of the cool games come out. Some of the other nice first-person shooters I'm looking forward to. And look at this. Get pooped on. I like that. So, yeah, I just can't emphasize enough on how incredible this game is. It's definitely a game that I would recommend people to buy. At first I was hesitant, and I would say, hey, only buy this if you have teamwork. But I'm playing here alone, and my team was able to hold their own, and I enjoyed the hell out of this game. I think I ended up going like 36-5 or something. I had a hell of a game here, and this was my first game on, I think, since I bought it too. So I like the maps. I like the amount of cover, and that's kind of vice versa to what you're used to. You usually don't like too much cover because people hide behind it. But that's kind of the purpose in this game. It's tactics. It's beautiful, and it's refreshing to know that not everything just needs to be a pick-em-up shooter where any random scrub can do something. You know, you don't need kill streaks to be impressive. You don't need crazy vehicles to be impressive. It can be all about communication and player skill, and I like that. I like something that's built around player skill and communication because that's not something that's easy to learn. That's not something that's easy to, you know, teach. So I find it a very, very complicated game. I find it to be something where you got to make decisions. And had I have ran right there rather than one building back, that could have meant the difference between dying. Had I make that rush right there, or do I want to rush to the building? You got to make these decisions, and these split-second decisions determine whether or not you live or not. And I like that because your life is completely in your control. There are no random things that happen. You get the random chuck grenade or something. You got the motion sensors, but there's so many things in this game that involve and that revolve around whether or not you're a good player. And I like games that reward those that actually deserve it. I don't like seeing games that don't have, you know, that balanced, you know, part to the equation where, you know, random shit could happen. There's kill streaks, there's death streaks, there's, you know, all these excess things that, you know, make the game a little bit more complicated. I like straightforward skill trumps skill. That's beautiful to me. Beautiful to me. That's how it works, man. That's how it should work. So I would recommend you guys to go out and buy this. I do believe it is out already for everything. I'm not sure. I was told that it's not out till like June 13th or something, some crazy number for PC. Don't quote me on that. It's just what my buddy said. I'm not sure. But the game is incredible. The customization is absolutely beautiful. There are like 9 million ways, and I wish I was exaggerating. There are probably like 9 million ways to customize all your weapons, to have different setups. There's so many ways to customize. I've never seen a game that's customizable either. So really, everything comes down to you. How you want to play, the situation you want to play, your play style. I mean, what kind of weapon you want to use and what loadout you want to use and what you want to attach to it for the type of play style you're using. Are you going to be wall-to-wall in close-quarter situations like I am right now? You may not want a long-range weapon. You may want something that's going to be a little bit more reliable. Are you going to be cross-street shooting, skeet shooting, and you want to take guys out? You're going to want something that's not close range. So you really do got to decide what you want, man. It's like having a buffet of cereal right there. You know, one day, one opportunity, you know what? You know, yesterday I wanted Fruit Loops. Today I wanted some Lucky Charms. You know, it mixes up. You can keep doing whatever you want. Given the certain situations and circumstances, you can switch it up. And I like the customization. I love the skill that's involved in this game. I love to be able to roll off. And everything feels smooth. On a game like this, I would expect there to be a lot of issues, a lot of problems rolling off the walls, a lot of problems with cover. And in reality, this game is much better off than I expected. I haven't seen any major issues, any major glitches. A lot of people are kind of complaining about the muzzle flash and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, I think the game's incredible. It's a definite must-buy in my opinion. If you're trying to find something shooter-wise to hold you over till the next season comes out, the next 3 or 4 months, this is the game to do so. And if you guys that are curious about checking it out, I do have this for Xbox 360, and I will be playing this with fans. Down in the description below, you guys can check. I'll have my Twitter and Facebook out there. I will be playing with a few of you guys over the next few weeks, having some fun. Obviously, I'm going to be involved in this probably until like Borderlands 2 comes out, and then that's going to be my new love. And I'm obviously going to be playing this with friends. Like I said, this is heavily involved around communication and teamwork, so if you guys want to buy this game, or actually already own it for Xbox 360, hit me up. We can have some mandates. I know, I won't tell my wife. Don't worry about it. So I can't wait to see how that turns out, and this is me using cover now. And I'm one of those rush-heavy guys, too. I'm one of those guys that loves things like Call of Duty because of the rush mentality. The run in there, try to flank, try to surprise them, try to be unexpected, and give yourself the upper hand. And in this game, I actually slow it down a little bit, which is kind of like, whoa, pump the brakes, pound. And that's not me. But that's kind of what you need to do to be successful in this game. And I love that. I really do love that. So now that I'm done S and the D of this game, I want to remind you guys to check it out in the description below. And if you guys want to see more of the gameplay, it'll be my normal commentary, not so much about just internet beat job in this game, but it'd be rather, you know, my normal commentary. If you guys want to see more gameplay on this, remember to leave a like and favorite. It helps out a lot. I'm trying to get this game a little more popular, and I'm trying to see if you guys want to see it. So if you can, supporting it's great. Like I said, if you want to game with me, Twitter, Facebook, everything's linked down below. I'll be gaming a few times each week over the next few weeks, so there'll be a handful of you guys that'll be able to play with me. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. I'm adjusting. I'm trying out the maps. I'm trying out the weapons. You got to do a lot too. You got to do a lot of gaming to level up and get all the extra knickknacks for the guns and the equipment and stuff. And I like having to earn the stuff too. I don't like just being brought into the game and having the best possibilities right there at your hand, at your disposal. I like simply how this game is built. I would give this game a 9 out of 10. And there are very few games I would give that higher rating. That would be like Skyrim rating. That would be, a level of that high. And I wouldn't expect that out of a game from this. I was hesitant and skeptical about buying the game myself. But that's been my review, my initial impression. Peace out. Get it.